Welcome to the pmpeducator.com. This is the Project Integration Management lecture series, and this is lecture number 1. I will briefly go through the project integration management. This is the lecture number 1 in this series. Project integration management is a collection of processes required to ensure that the various elements of the projects are properly coordinated. So basically, integration is the coordination of different processes in the project lifecycle to accomplish the work. Integration management consists of 7 processes. So those processes are grouped according to the different phases in the project life cycle. And also I will show you a chart here which also mention the key deliverable for each process. So for the project integration management, those 7 processes are: the first process is develop project charter, which is in the initiation phase, and the key deliverable for this process is the project charter. So when you are in the beginning of the project, you go through the project initiation phase, and in that phase uh, the process is the develop project charter process, and the deliverable for that process is the project charter. The project charter is the input for the develop project management plan process, which is in the phase of project planning. And the deliverable for that process is the project management plan, which has the details about the project you're going to manage. Then the process of direct and manage project execution. This is the phase where you do the execution or the work is executed in that phase. And the deliverable is a set of deliverables. And once you are working on the project execution, you have several deliverables, but you are also monitoring the quality of the deliverable. We come to the next process, which is the monitor and control work process. The monitor and control project work process, which is in the monitoring and control phase. And the key deliverable is the change request. So if you find any bug or any enhancement in the monitor and control project work process, then the deliverable or the output of the process is the change request. Now once the change request is approved, then the next process is the perform integrated change control process, and this is in the phase of monitoring and control. And the deliverable for that process is the change request status update. So you update the status that, whether the change request has been completed, or for some reason if the board decided not to go with the change request, then the reason of the rejection. And finally we have the close project or phase process, which is in the closure phase, and the final outcome of that process is the final product. So let's go through a brief life cycle of the project integration management. First you have the charter, and you develop a project management plan based on that charter, and you work on that project management plan in your execution phase, and you have the deliverable. And then once you have a deliverable in the execution phase, you are also monitoring the quality in your execution phase, and you find that there are some bugs or some features are missing, or you want to add some new features, then you have a change request. And then change request is approved or denied by the change request board. and you update the project management plan according to the change request. And the project management is updated, and it comes down to another set of deliverables. And so this is a cycle where you go through different iteration from project management plan to the deliverable and then change request in the monitoring phase, and finally you have final in the closure phase. Project charter is a formally authorization document. So it authorizes the project, it identifies the project manager, it defines the objectives and business case. It is generic enough not to change often. So the project charter usually doesn't change often, though your project management plan changes often during the project management life cycle. It is written by a higher authority than project manager, usually senior level management people. It includes name, description, and deliverables, etc., for all the work that needs to be done. And a project does not start without a project charter. So you need to have a formal authority to start the project. So it authorizes the project manager to start working on the project. And that's it for the first lecture for the project integration management series. I hope you will visit the site to get more lectures in this series. Thank you.